promised our fans that we'd be back.
One of the biggest bands in the world is officially back. K-pop superstars BTS dropped their first new album in years, and a massive free concert in Seoul will take place in just hours. It will be streamed live on Netflix and kick off the group's latest global tour. Needless to say, fans very excited.
We've been waiting for years for this comeback, and it's amazing that the day has finally come and BTS kept their promise. They came back.
I think it's really exciting because the first minute that we came here, we wrote our love songs and hang them there. It looks really beautiful.
Just by thinking that I'll be seeing them tomorrow, I think I'll be crying just before they go out of the stage. So I'm really excited at the same time. The feeling is overwhelming.
The group's latest release marks the end of a nearly 4-year hiatus. Each of the 7 members took that time to complete their mandatory military service in South Korea. The comeback concert is expected to draw hundreds of thousands of fans. The only Canadian stop so far is a 2-night run in Toronto in August. Our next guest is a BTS fan and a culture commentator. We're joined by Hannah Sung. Hannah, thanks for being here. It's now Saturday in South Korea. Give us a sense of how big this concert is going to be.
This concert is going to be huge, and the stakes are very high for everybody involved. You know, it's a first for Netflix doing a global live-streamed concert. It's a first for BTS, really, because even though they have live-streamed concerts before, they've not done one on a global platform such as Netflix. And then as well, I can't speak for all the people of Korea, but it is going to be a very big deal there in Seoul. They've shut down Gwanghwamun, which is the main gate to Gyeongbokgung, which is the main palace within the old city of Seoul. So it's a very historic, very culturally significant location. As you could see in the tape, it's already been shut down so that everyone can prepare. The stages have been prepared for a while. I've been watching it go up on Instagram. So it's a very big deal for everybody involved.
So, and aside from the live stream, Netflix is also releasing a documentary about BTS's latest album. What do you think it says that they decided to partner up?
Yeah, it's very interesting, but also it seems pretty natural because BTS is the biggest band on the planet, and Netflix is the biggest streamer with the most paid subscribers on the planet. So it really just makes sense for this partnership to happen. Also, as of 2023, Netflix announced a huge investment into the local South Korean TV and film industry, $2.5 billion over several years. So it just completely makes sense. In fact, Netflix has talked about how this may be a sign of more to come.
Why do you think we're seeing a kind of boom in these live events, live broadcasts, coupled with perhaps a documentary or behind-the-scenes making of?
Maybe because we can, you know, there is a demand for it. And I think once you reach a certain threshold with a type of global artist, such as BTS, you can kind of experiment with this type of content. I mean, a live stream, a live concert like this, you have to have a certain number of eyeballs. Definitely, if you're going to try something like this as a platform like Netflix, you're going to want to go to a BTS to test it out, you know? In fact, Netflix already did something like this with the Beyonce Bowl a couple of Christmases ago. Beyonce did a halftime show for an NFL Christmas Day game, and it was huge for both the NFL and for Netflix. So they've been taking steps into these waters, and it just makes sense.
Does it also fill in the gap when we see such a serious rise in prices for tickets? Fans can't get to there, so it's not they're not in person, but the live concert, at least in a streaming format, can fill some of that gap.
Have you been in my group chats? Because everybody's complaining.
Not yet.
About ticket prices, right? I mean, you don't have to be in my group chat to be doing that. Sure, I think that nothing will ever replace the live in-person concert experience. But for those of us who can't make it out, plenty of people were shut out of the ticket sales, even if they had the dollars in hand and they wanted to to nab tickets. It's very difficult to procure them. It's difficult to afford them. And then maybe for just the casual fan, although there is no such thing as a casual BTS fan, by the way, maybe for the casual fan, it makes sense to watch these live streamed concerts to kind of sate your curiosity first.
And lastly, we appreciate your time. I understand you're going to be watching. For a casual viewer may not be familiar with BTS, they're flipping around on Netflix. What's your pitch to them to tune in?
Oh my gosh. Don't you want to know about the biggest band on the planet? Their dance synchronicity is just unparalleled. The level of production in this show is going to be massive. They also have, you know, they do the best of pop music artists, but they are very substantial as well, with a lot of culture and history woven into their music and into all of the symbolism around what they do. So definitely you're in for a ride. I definitely would say tune in.
All right. BTS fan and culture commentator Hannah Sung, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.